it's me, Metalize70 here, and we're back with a video. So, I have not done this type of videos for these type of videos on my channel. I have viewed so many creators 3D printing helmets and doing such stuff with their 3D printers and 3D prints, and I remember Stickosaurus doing that. So, today, I'm doing this, why not 3D printing a helmet today and customizing it to a helmet today. So that's what I will be doing today. So this is what I'm going to be printing and finishing off. So this is what I have here, the Lunar Wolf Ranger helmet. See, I got the back, but don't mind, I'm sorry about this. I used a 3D pen for this to fix the cracks, so I don't know why I have done it. But YOLO. So this is the back. We got the front of the helmet. So yeah, this is the front, but it also has 3D pen in it, so I don't know why I'm doing it, but my dad just suggests me to use 3D super glue. And this right here is the teeth. And this right here is the eyes. These are the eyes. In which I put the eyes, on. It fits perfectly. Which I have to assume that I have to readjust the eyes or take the access filament apart. So yeah. So this time we're going to go into the garage and try to at least sand the whole helmet and sand the teeth and the eyes. So let's get to it. So this right here, this is the helmet that I printed. So this is the first attempt, which it has the magnets on the helmet. So it even has the helmets on the back. And it has 3D pen fixes on it. So it was attempt 1, and you see all those 3D pen markings it have here. And these are the teeth that I just used my 3D pen on. And the eyes, here's the eyes, and the whole helmet turned out kind of like a success, but I didn't get the video on, I didn't get the clips video, and I didn't record this. So today, we're gonna do another one. And as always, let's get into the garage. All right, as we can see here, we're inside my garage. And would you look at that? The helmet teleported as well. The helmet teleported with me as well. So in the meantime, we're gonna be sanding the helmet together and painting it together and doing a paint job with it. So let's go. All right, now let's get to work. So first things first, we will sand this, but I do have a machine sander, but I don't know if I'm too confident in using it, so we're gonna sand it. We're gonna sand the helmet together. So let's get to work. Okay, so the front is clearly done. It's almost done. So we're gonna have to finish one more piece to it. Yeah, it's almost kind of done and it's almost sanded, is what you see. I'm almost sanded everything. So we're gonna move on to the back. Let the work begin. Oh yeah, gonna have to glue this together again. Some of the pieces came off. So this is all the sanding that I could do so far. And as you see here, it's all sanded together. So most of the glue is coming out, so I'll have to re-glue them. Just a while. I'm just gonna have to re-glue them, so I'll get back to you. Alright, so next step. We're gonna apply some glazing putty on the helmets next. So let's get to it. So I got the putty here. I figured out why people get putty to put on their helmets. So why not doing it to my own helmet? Since this is my first time, so let's do it. Oh, that glazing putty smells strong. And the glazing putty, though, can be a really tough challenge. Like this kind of takes forever to put the putty on together. Oops. I don't know if people say don't apply too much putty or else it's gonna ruin it, but I don't know anything about putty, like glazing putty, so I'm using a paintbrush to finish it off, or just like do whatever. And I would tell you that thing that people were talking about putting glazing putty on the helmets could be a perfect thing to do, like for putting on to the helmet. Sorry if I'm having a little bit of a speaking technical difficulty. Oops. Oh. You know what, guys? Time-lapse time. Okay, so this helmet, the glazing putty, is on the helmet right now. So this took like minutes or even like hours to put in all the work and effort. So the front is done, but I'm gonna have to do the back. I'll have to do the back soon. So I think that'll be a day for now, or this will be called a night for now. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a shower and fall asleep. So see you tomorrow. One day later. Okie dokie, okie dokie dokie dokie. Now, today is the next day, and now this is the back of the helmet. Now, I'm gonna do the same thing to the helmet, but in time lapse. So, let's begin. It's gonna take a while. Now, I think we're going to move on to the next step. So, and that's we're going to sand it again. Sanding it again. And you know what? I feel like we should spray paint it first. Or, you know what? Let's sand it. We'll spray paint it after we sand it. So, this is going to take a while since I put glazing putty all over the helmet. So, let's get to it again. Now, oops, shit. All right, now next step. Next step, we're gonna wash it. We're gonna wet sand it. I mean, whatever it tells me to do. So let's do it. All right. So after I got done after I got done wetting the helmet, I think it's now a good time to say it's time to clean up the garage just a bit. Like, look at this. All right. Anyways, we're moving on. So now next step is to sand it again. And now we'll get to the painting part after we sand it. So let's get to it. All right, so I'm sorry it took a little while, or it took short to do the sanding and resanding all that stuff because the putty was there. The putty was on the helmet, so I'd say we move on to the next step. As then we paint the spar. I mean, we paint the helmet. I'm sorry. So let's get to it. Okie dokie, okie dokie dokie. Now, we have gotten this. This is the part that it is painted. So, guess this means we're going to do another step. So, we'll move on. So, another step is we're going to have to sand it again. Sand it again. Yep. So, let's get to sanding again. Okay, so now that it's resanded, it should look something like this. So, all the helmet parts are resanded. So, now it's time to add in the real job, the spray paints now. So, let's get to work. Alrighty guys, so today is now my grandma's birthday. Sorry about the wait. I had to get some spray paint because currently my spray paint is clogged. And I was trying to get the spray paint out, but it won't seem to work. So I got some new spray paint and it's already there. So now we're gonna move on to the next step. We're gonna do the masking tape. So let's get to work. Now the helmet will look something like this. The paint job is done. That's what you see here. I took the painting tape off and it looks really cool. But now it's missing one thing. It's missing one thing. We're forgetting the eyes and the teeth. So this next step, the final step, or the next step is, we're not done yet. The next step is we're gonna use the eyes, just try sanding the eyes and sanding the teeth together. So, time to get to work. So, now that the eyes are put into the helmet, now for the last part is the teeth. Yep, the teeth that I 3D printed. So, this is the final part of the detail, and we're going to go on to the magnets and all, etc., etc. Put it all together. So, let's get to sanding and putting it together. Hey friends, I'm really sorry about the wait though. I have completed these magnets right there, but I have these little baby magnets right here. There you go. Sometimes putting magnets on those foams are a real pain in the ass. Yeah, so, and I got 5 of these, so that should be the final step, and that would be it. So let's get to it. Okay, so that is the Wild Force Silver Ranger or the Gal Silver Ranger. Gal Silver or the Lunar Wolf Ranger. And that's the helmet, guys. See, that is the current helmet that I printed. So, yep, guys. I even have a duplicate helmet, but I didn't catch it. I didn't get it on video because I was really concerned about if it doesn't fit or not, or who knows. But this helmet though is a little too big on me, but the current one is the duplicate one is way too small. So I had to print another one. So yeah, I didn't make a printing video of the current prototype helmet, but I'm actually made a prop one. So this is the helmet. Like, I like the clear paint on this helmet though. I honestly did a kind of a great job though. I figured out for the pads or like for the magnets, I figured out using hot glue instead of super glue, cause believe it or not, putting glue on this putting magnets on the glue is a really pain in the ass. So I'll have to get another one of those. I'll have to get one of those magnets on Amazon, like what Stegosaurus uses. So that's it for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're new here, I want you guys to make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Metalize 70 is out.